What's going on, y'all? We just out here live. Let's see if we can get this rotated. Hopefully that didn't mess up anything with the DR10. See if a couple of you guys join in. Trying to go live at least once a week for a few minutes. I've actually put a 4S ESC in here, a speed controller, and testing it out on 4S, but this thing is so smooth. Except for that body rubbing, y'all hear that? Except for place. I don't know, they got this just about right. Take this back down real quick. See a couple of you guys come in. Let me get this back here so I don't crash. Yeah, Associate needs to make a regular street car on this platform or this chassis as well. So, see a couple of you guys joined in. Saw a couple of comments flashing up. What's going on? We got Kid, Trigger RC in the house. What's going on? Mr. Davis, what's going on? What's going on, guys? How y'all doing out there? People in from California. Weston Holmes in the house. What's going on? I'm just out here. I'm testing this. Actually, I put a 4S speed controller. I didn't change out anything else, but just put some 4S electronics in it, or speed controller, 100 amp speed controller. And I still got the stock gearing in it, and the stock motor as well. So I figured I was out here, just left from doing a quick workout, and figured I'd do this quick test real quick. So we got somebody in from India. Okay, what's going on? Somebody said they just got done bashing and they're near me. Okay, nice vet. You mean that vet, or you mean that vet over there? I know vet you talking about. Had to do that. So, got George from Dallas in the house. Appreciate that, RC or die. He says I got great videos. Golden Hammer, appreciate that. Got somebody from Boston in the house. So, I was testing this on 4S. It is faster. I did not gear up yet, though. You guys can see that. And I know that body is gonna rub on the front until it's like running on sandpaper out here once it breaks some. Uh-oh, there go that wiggle wobble. I'm doing it on purpose too, taking the corners like that. Alright, a couple of you guys are saying a few things here and there. Let's see what's up real quick. Get closer, get closer, get closer. There we go. Yeah, it's a lot faster. Slick, yeah, it's I have to do a speed test on it to see what it is. I'll probably do it in just a bit and then post a quick video or something tomorrow with it. So, I mean, this platform is good. I mean, I think they did a good job with what they did here with this. I should probably just take this body off and then try to run it then. Get this over towards me real quick. I don't know how many of you guys were able to get one of these or not. I know it's kind of getting back order, kind of like the Red Cat Kaiju. You know, these companies are making this stuff and they don't make enough. And we're like, we want to buy. You know, a lot of us are not paying attention to COVID. We're like, hey man, we want to buy some stuff. So I almost set that body down on this top and the wind's blowing. Y'all know what's gonna happen. The wind is just gonna take it and blow it down there and scrape it all up. So that's kind of what I got set up in there right now. The speed controller is pretty big. It is a 100 amp speed controller. You guys see there for it. So I had to set it actually on top of the battery because it was too big to fit over here to the right. But I'm just doing some kind of test runs with it just to see how this motor would fan up to 4S, and it's been fine. I mean, it's hot. I can hold it on for more than 3 seconds, so it's doing pretty good. I didn't bring my temp gun with me, so I should have. But the motor is a 3300 kV motor, so it is still the stock motor in there. So Associate needs to take this platform, and they need to just go on and make an on-road car too, I think. You know, give it some fatter tires in the front and do different bodies or something for it. They got a pretty good thing they can do with this, kind of like Treks do with the Monster Jam stuff. So that's just my 2 cents on what they should do. But so we can run it down without hearing that body rub. I know which way it's facing. Yeah, it's definitely getting up. Definitely going a lot faster. I don't know if y'all can see that pretty clear or not, but there we go. I've been doing good. Somebody asked me how I was doing. I've been doing pretty good. So just shooting some videos for y'all and a couple of other million things that I'm doing on the side. So yeah, slick. It's probably doing 55 or so. It'll definitely do way over 60 once I change the gear out, especially with this 4S LiPo in it. Some of these motors, and y'all take it with a grain of salt, can handle 4S LiPo. I've seen a friend use the HPI 4000 kV motor, and he ran his on 6S. But he just ran it down and brought it back and let it cool off. Ran it down, brought it back and let it cool off. So they're not really capable of holding it for a while, but you can do it, but I don't recommend it, put it that way. So I'll get this out. We'll do some drag racing pretty soon with some other guys and stuff. And, you know, we'll line all the cars up. We'll do 132 feet, and we'll see how that fans out. But so far, so good with this. Platform is pretty decent. Yeah, temperature did increase here in Georgia. So I'm gonna take this down one more time. I love how smooth. I just associate his cars. If y'all have never gotten one, just for the smoothness and the speed of it is good. They do handle well, especially their 2-wheel drive series. They've come a long way since the 1980s with the RC10. And believe it or not, all these years I've been in the hobby, I have never owned an RC10, the gold pan. I think I had one I got used, but it needed a lot of work on it. So I was like, I've had some SC10s before, and I've had the B4.1 as well, and I had the T4, but I never owned like the gold pan RC10. And I always kind of wanted one. So oh, see, I told y'all that wind started blowing. It's gonna blow my body all over the place. I did lose a body clip. Oh, here it is. What mods I'm gonna do next? I'm probably gonna change out the system that's in it. Get this a little bit closer to the camera. It's all about the car, not about me. Change out the system in it at some point. Change the gearing out definitely, and then see what it kind of does from there. I think that this has got a lot of potential. I know stock out the box, people have complained about the speed up, especially on 2S. You got to gear it up, of course. But I wanted to show you guys how it was stock out the box, and then probably do some gear changes with the stock system in it still. And then from there, think about changing out the system and stuff as well. So what's rubbing on is when I put the body on. The body, get this over here without messing this up too bad. So it rubs somewhat there on the front. You can't see it that much, but it does rub. So the body, when it fits on here, especially when you brake, it leans down forward and it just rubs on the ground when you're braking some. So the way they've got this set up, you guys see the way the suspension is. It's pretty soft. But this isn't also the original body for it. The original body, of course, wouldn't rub that much for it. But what's going on, Russell? I'm doing pretty good. How about you? I'm just out here going live for a few minutes, probably stay live for a couple more minutes. So out here testing this on 4S. So I was doing a couple of quick runs down. I had a few minutes, so I figured I'd do it when I got done. I'm kind of letting it cool down some too, because of course this motor is not rated for 4S lipo, but you can run it on there. Trying to flip it with that without the body on it. But man, this car, I forgot how smooth these cars really are. Associated, they just there we go. Get this back over here. See a couple of things coming up. So, all right. Sorry, going back to some of these questions. So, Flying says I got 2 gold pan cars from the good old days when they were made in the USA. Yeah, I don't know when they stopped doing that. Stopped doing made in the USA, but we know that stuff has changed. So, well, good man. You hanging in there. That's all we can do right now. I wish I could, but this is not gonna do a burnout. Somebody said do a burnout. So, I believe before now Associated makes some good precise gearing on their cars, so they didn't have to worry about doing metal transmissions and stuff. I cannot recall if they've done an update to their transmissions or not, but I remember the last one I had was the SC10.2, and it still did not have metal gears in it, but I have never stripped any internal gears on any Associated car I've ever, or 2-wheel drive I've ever had, I'll put it that way. We don't know Florida what's the top speed. I was just out here giving it a quick test. I have to get the GPS and hook it up. But it's definitely going faster than 44 than what's going on 3S. So it's just still kind of stock out the box. And figured I'd just get this out here and give it a quick test run real quick. You should make a burnout car. I did that with my infraction. If you haven't seen burnouts, check out my infraction videos. If you just now recently joining me, I burned them tires like it wasn't crazy, and I plan on burning some more. So there's plenty of burnout videos out there that I've done with that. And actually, these Forest lipos were about, I think, 70, 80 bucks. I was trying out something different, a couple different brands and stuff as well. Hopefully y'all can still see this somewhat. I know it's getting kind of dark. See if I can turn this light on. I doubt it. Let's see. Oh, nope. Enable flash. There we go. Get rid of that there. Brighten it up a tad bit. Only modifications I've done is changed out the speed controller. It's a 100 amp speed controller in here with a 4S lipo. That's all. That's all I've done to it. Still got the same stock gearing and stuff in it and everything. So, and I just got my Bandit back functioning good. So I did put a wheelie bar on my Bandit, so I'll get that out and run it. Maybe I'll get that out and run that, show that to you guys tomorrow if y'all want to see that. My 2-wheel drive cars were actually, literally, believe it or not, my original speed run cars, like my Bandit and my my Rustler, until I started crashing. I had a B4.1 too. That really crashed that thing. But I was beating 8-scale cars with it. It was so funny too, because guys were trying to run into me because they were getting mad because they were getting beat by a 10-scale Traxxas Bandit. So these tires are holding up pretty well so far. Hopefully that light helped out just a little bit. Yeah, it is a little dusty here in Georgia. It's getting a little dry. We get rain every now and then. Looks like it's going to rain again in just a bit. You guys see that over there? I saw some lightning flashing, but I appreciate that, Beetle Bailey. He says looking good, so. Yeah, I actually believe, you guys have to correct me if I'm wrong on this, so far, still the fastest car out there has been a 4x4 Slash. I thought I saw a video, or at least I saw a thumbnail saying 170 mile per hour 4x4 Slash. It wasn't even an X01. So if I can recall, that's probably still the fastest RC car I've seen. Now, there could be other things out there, but so far, the Slash has been the fastest. Other cars are catching up to us little by little, but that's what I saw. I forgot who did it too. but I did see 170 mile per hour. It might have been 171 mile per hour slash. So, and like I said, I wish I had brought my temp gun. This is good for one more run down and one more run back. I don't even know if the SE10 is discontinued or not. But I'll tell y'all this. I am glad to see companies coming out with stuff. I thought Traxxas was actually going to be the first company to make a car like this, because people have taken slashers and converted them over and stuff. I mean, bandits and all that stuff, and they haven't done it. I thought they would be the first ones to do it. So Associated beat them to it, but I'm glad that, you know, these companies are doing different things. Associated did the Rival, which is kind of a remake of the Helion truck, but Red Cat's got the Kaiju, and they've come out with stuff, and I'm glad to see that other companies are, for me, they're stepping their game up. It gives out more competition, it gives you more selection, and it helps other companies look at it too, as well, to say, hey, this is our competition, what can we do to improve it and make it better? So that's just my 2 cents. Yeah, go check it out. I can't remember who it was, but maybe you look up World's Fastest Slash or Speed Run, but I believe it was 170. I could be wrong, but I thought that's what I saw. That was a long time ago. So I did have a drag tree. You don't want to know what happened with that. I ran in. Well, we ran into it. Me and some friends were running, and we just ran right into it, trying to beat each other. Yeah, I can't either. Someone beat a belly say he can't believe Traxxas let somebody else beat them to this. I can't either. I mean, they did have that Traxxas Dragster a while back. Then they did put TS in, which helped it, but it still wasn't able to beat like the Bandit and stuff. I mean, they should have already have done a drag Bandit, a drag slash, make it into a truck. You know, make it interesting. A couple of things that I feel that Traxxas should have done, they haven't done yet. They should have updated some of their cars. They should make a 4x4 Bandit. I mean, I'm still waiting on that to be released, if they ever do that. I think that would be a good selling point to make a brushed and brushless 10 scale 4-wheel drive buggy. I think they'll do good with sales on that, like they did kind of for the Rustler and stuff. Maybe come out with some bigger cars. You know, revise the Summit, make a Summit 2.0 and make it 7 scale. I don't know. Real quick, I'll answer this question. Probably get off here in just a minute or two. The motor still stock. The ESC is a 100 amp speed controller that I have up in there. It's a hobby wing. Try to get this over a little bit closer to me. Come here, you. Get over here. That's it. It's a 100 amp speed controller that I got up in there. Like I said, just some quick test runs with this. Nothing big, nothing spectacular. Associated really hasn't changed too much on this platform, and over the years you guys see that they still don't have threaded body shocks, which I'd like to see them start doing. Put some threaded body shocks on your cars. I mean, the spacers and stuff, that was cool back in the day, but I think that now is the time to start. If you're going to start releasing stuff like this and you're going to be costing over $300, it's time to start giving us just a little bit more quality, or a little bit more, you know, upgrades in our cars when we start getting them, because a lot of people are going to start jumping on this bandwagon. I can see Losi doing something like this, having a drag car. Who else makes 10 scale cars, 2-wheel drives? I can see some of the companies overseas making them too as well. So that's funny. We'll see if they do that. I doubt they will, because you guys know Jane was the first one to do the Rustler 4x4. Back in 2010, when he had his Shapeshifter series, he basically took a Stampede 4x4 and he had like 10 transformations for it. You guys check out a URC, Ultimate RC, on YouTube. You can't comment anymore. He did say he stopped doing videos a long time ago, but he was the first one to like do to take the Stampede 4x4 and do a lot with it. And the Stampede 4x4 is still a good platform, but it's so outdated. It's over 10 years old. It came out in December 2009, y'all. And the only thing that's been done to it is, of course, they've updated the system, but they did that company-wide for all their cars. But they just put a TSM radio in it. That's it. I mean, there's been nothing else they've done to it. We know their 2-wheel drive series, they're just kind of painting bodies. It's like, give us something. Come on, give us something more than that. But they sell, so they're probably gonna keep it as it is. So they probably got a couple warehouses like this up here full of those Titan motors and XL5 speed controllers. So, but I think they should. They've got the materials to do what Traxxas does. Just take the dragster that they had, remake those cars, put them on a Bandit, put it on a Slash, something, and come out with a drag car. You know, to give us some competition, and then maybe some people will start competing more. Maybe they'll have a out the box stock run or something. I don't know. But it'd be nice to have some competition to this as well. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get my Bandit out and race against this thing here. Well, y'all, it's been 20 minutes. I said I'd go live for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to get off of here in a second. There comes a truck coming up here as well. So, yes, they still do make the Bandit, the Summit. So I don't know where this truck's going, if he's coming over here by me, but he's all the way on the other side. So you guys stay tuned for more videos. I'll try to get this out running pretty soon and get things going. So appreciate y'all as always. And don't forget, if you have not subscribed, which you are if you got this notification, we'll see you in the next one. So.